AskReddit by self-rest. What is the stupidest thing you believed in as a child? I thought an oncologist was the doctor who was on call. Definitely. And a phlebotomist is a doctor who treats flappy bottoms. For some reason, I thought every car that was made had to do a crash test. Probably because my dad once told that our car had a very good rating in the crash test. I was amazed by the fact that old cars were repaired so well before being sold. I thought if the light turned red you had to slam on the brakes wherever you were, like red light, green light 123. I would yell at my mom for slowing up to the line of cars before stopping. That the black market was a real place. I always wondered why the police didn't just go there and arrest everyone for their bad crimes if they knew about it. When someone says black market, my brain pictures a flea market with black roofs and all the salespeople are criminals in leather jackets. My mom told me that rocks were soft until you touch them. I would try to sneak up on the rocks, but it never worked. I mean, maybe they are. We just haven't caught them off guard. That a watermelon would grow inside me if I swallowed a seed. That one episode of Rugrats made me so worried about this happening. That the whole world was one country and its flag was the Brazilian one. Are you from Brazil? If not, that makes it 100% funnier. My dad has a running joke that if he found a parking spot close to the entrance of a restaurant, he would say he called ahead. As a small child, I legit thought he would call these establishments and reserve a closed parking spot. That's a decent dad joke to add to my repertoire. Thanks. When I was in kindergarten, I was sick and the school called my dad. They said they couldn't reach him because he was tied up. I literally thought my dad was tied up. I was crying thinking my dad was tied to a railroad track or something. I think I had been watching too much Roadrunner and Coyote on Looney Tunes. I know what you mean. When I was a kid I thought jelly came from jellyfish at some point. Watched lots of SpongeBob as a kid, too. When I was 7 I found out vaguely about the Polar Express and begged my dad to let me watch it. My dad then proceeded to tell me it was a historical reenactment of an event just like the Titanic but with a train. It took me 3 years to discover this was a lie. But why question mark? Once people get married, the woman automatically becomes pregnant. Lol. I remember being disturbed to hear it happens when a man inserts his penis into a woman's vagina. I for some reason, don't ask me why, imagined that the penis had to be removed from the male body first. I wasn't sure how some guys managed to father multiple children, whether they just kept growing more dicks like pine cones or something, or if once you got older it was detachable like a vacuum cleaner nozzle and you just put it back on. I thought the world was actually black and white in the 1900s and that's why there was no color in old videos pictures. I was a special child. So the original Wizard of Oz switches to color while in OZ. So I straight up thought that color TV was invented halfway through filming. Like they were just filming then boom. Color TV invented. So then they used color in it. It's stupid, but sort of sweet. I used to believe that my older sister painted the sky since she was so good at painting. Oh, that's really sweet.